You want this one or this one? How many?
One. This one.
That one. 150. Yes, right.
My purse is empty now, so that's 180 I've got to give you for my pocket.
What?
My
180.
yeah.
You got £5 credit. Well, you see, the difference with this breadfruit, right? The maturity of this breadfruit is right from the skin right inwards. So every part of that is fully matured.
And it's slightly a bit more yellow, a bit more soft looking.
Yes, that's ideal for roasting or steaming, whatever. If you roast that, that would be slightly sweet. What it's like baking a cake. You put it in the oven until when you stick it, the knife comes out clean.
Okay.
I think that's the way you test your cake when you make it.
Yeah, I give it a sort of rough, what it tells me on the tin sort of thing, and then I
never take no notice of that.
Stick the skewer in and hope for the best.
Well, we Jamaica don't. What about a skewer? We use a knife, just like we do for everything else.
I think my gran used to use a skewer.
No, we use a knife for everything. Yeah.
Right.
It's a traditional way of life. We use knife for everything.
Yeah.
Carving, cutting everything, peeling, everything. Even if it's avocado, something as delicate as that, we use a great big machete.
Yeah, we couldn't use a skewer for much else than skewering meat, really, did we?
I don't know if you ever see that movie, Countryman. In the avocado, he's got a machete. Yeah, 36 inches long.
Yeah. Or
37 inches they are. And he's there cutting the avocado.
And
all the yams, yeah, is good in their own right. It all depends on what you're doing with them and how you're cooking the yam. The soft yam, the water yam, the kush yam, the proper name is kush yam, is a very good yam, and it's very similar to a yam that they have in Jamaica that's called St. Vincent. It's normally sticky and quite slippery at times. So the Africans, they use that as a water yam. They actually grate it and just add boiling water to it and make a porridge with it with the cocoa yam, in opposed to actually cooking it. And I suppose because of the stickiness, that's the only type of yam that you can use for that purpose. But also, if you get a good quality one, it will cook and heat well as well.
okay.
It has no hint of sugar or flavour at that's all. In opposed to puna yam that has a sweetish taste and is very fibrous.
Okay.
Soft yam isn't fibrous at all. I'll show you. When the quality is good, you should be able to cut it and it stays white like that without carbonizing. It needs no treatment to keep it looking white.
And which one is that?
This kush yam.
Kush yam.
Treat that one with respect. That's Mr. Yam, the rose rice of yam. And I suppose you could call that the rose rice of Avocado yam, the puna yam.
Ah, okay.
It's just that the largest pepper farm is actually in Africa.
Okay.
Uganda. They produce the most quality hottest pepper in general terms. Although each country do produce their own. Yeah. That's the shape of a Scotch bonnet. They can do call a Scotch bonnet. It's actually not a Scotch bonnet. It's a bell pepper.
Everything has its different name everywhere you go.
It looks very much like that, but it's much flatter and it's more of a bell shape. But Nobody has ever said to them, "Oh, don't be silly, it's a bell pepper."
Yeah.
They call it, if they want to call it Scotch bonnet, fine.
Definitely.
Let them call it Scotch bonnet.
And the thyme, where's that from?
Israel.
So you're not buying English thyme today then?
We don't normally have English thyme. Very rare. There's a place that actually produces good English thyme, but it's more expensive than to get the ones that are imported.
Yeah.
That size, you would get about half that much for about 75p.
Yeah.
In opposed to you'd half this much for 50p, and the quality of this is much better.
Yeah.
You know, as a season.
It smells fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
It really
Yeah,
is
it's
strong.
beautiful.